What's up, fellas? So, I wanted to make a Nonagon Infinity tutorial video for the harmonica about like over a year ago now, and I got distracted and accidentally worked on an EP. Have you heard about the High Elf? So now we're here. I've got an amp now. In the recordings that you're going to hear, it was a virtual amp, but I've got a real one, and I'll just turn the microphone around whenever I need to use it. But yeah, we're going to go over Nonagon Infinity, a couple, like maybe Robot Stop and Gamma Knife mainly. What's the other one? I think Wawa? So the first part that you're going to want to learn is this right here. It happens quite a few times in the song, and then one time it leads into the solo. But after the 5 draw here, switching to the 6 and then sliding down to the 4 is like, I don't know, something I did. I don't think it's actually in the song on the album version. But this is what that sounds like. And then, of course, going into the solo later on in the song, it sounds like this. Yeah, so you could hear I kind of went into the solo a little bit, just the beginning of it. But here's the whole thing right here. So you can see there's some 6 draws right at the beginning of the solo. And I think there's a 6 blow. Whenever I was listening to the album version, it's very poorly mixed, I'll say.
Oh, it sounds like shit.
I think there's a 6 blow, so it sounds kind of like... But whenever I play it really fast, I can't really fit that in there. It's just easier not to play it. But I'll go ahead and play the whole thing through kind of slowly. So that first line's kind of long. Sorry. That first line's kind of long. So it's stopping at that 3 blow. That's this. That could also be a 2 draw. And then the 3 draw to the other 3 draw here. You can see that 2 draw and then the 2 draw bent and then the blow. Just fit that in, you know, really fast. The rest is pretty simple. And then this part, you're gonna do 2, slide, 2, and then slide again. So it'll sound like. And that ends that solo part of the song. And then we get to just having fun and trying to play along with the guitar. So there's this part. Fantastic. Also, I was messing around and then I figured out you can play this. That's Hot Water, of course, but Robot Stop has that riff in it. From Hot Water. So, up next is Gamma Knife. This one's more breath control than anything. There's a lot of two draws. And there's a few different ways that you can get around doing this two draws, like where I'm just kind of, or you can bend it. I started off just going, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm breathing out of my nose really hard every time I do one of those gaps. And that was because, you know, I didn't have good breath control, but it's to the point where now, you know, I can play the whole thing without needing to stop. So just practice at it, start with the bending and stuff, and it'll sound good. There's a couple different ways that you can end this backing rhythm, but it's pretty simple. You can also switch that 2-draw out for a 3-blow if you're needing to expel air. It's another way that you can do it. So I don't think the 3-draw sounds as good, as like vibrant as the 2-draw can, but that's what that sounds like. The whole thing sounds like this. Or it can end differently, like, and just let it kind of taper off there at the end with the 2-draw instead of sliding up. And then there's this other pattern which is pretty hard to do. I mean, it was confusing. Everything becomes easy with enough practice, but here it is, and here's what it sounds like. And so I'm mainly staying on the 4-draw, and then I move up to a 5, and I'm blowing, but then I move back across, and then I draw, and then I blow again. So the 3-draw is like kind of out of place there at the end. And then it plays again. And you just leave it off on that 3-draw there. Anyway, sorry that took so long. I forgot to film an outro, so here's some video of Kalis playing the drum solo.